Hey guys, Foxy123 here, or on this account, the Game Theorist. They're like, hey, well, why is this account named the Game Theorist? Because you guys know, I'm a big fan of FNAF. So, today, I'm doing my first theory video. This theory is gonna be on FNAF. This is gonna be on Fredbear's Family Diner, or just Fredbear in general, which ties into FNAF 4 a teensy little bit, but not a whole lot. And y'all know, I'm nervous about my videos, so I don't really ask my editor to edit my videos, which I'm gonna start doing soon. So I'll just ask him to edit this video. No way, he can't. Never mind that. But basically, guys, today I'm gonna be recording a video on Fredbear's Family Diner. Wow, so creative. Alright. So, this was the very first FNAF restaurant. It happened in 1982 with two creators, Henry and William Afton. So, this was usually a good restaurant. There was two people, two friends, making a dream come true. They wanted an animatronic restaurant. So at their time, there had to be like a Chuck E. Cheese's or something like that, right? So, of course, that's probably where they got the idea from. A couple of years later, Fredbear's and Friends grand opening in 1982. The reason why we know it's in 1982 is because of the commercial in FNAF 4. Come on down to Fredbear's and Friends. So, this takes place. So, around this time, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria was not a thing. So this was a normal restaurant, and there's only one reason why it got shut down. Now, most people don't know. Well, most people think, hey, what about Fredbear's Family Friends? Well, we're not sure. That might not even be a real restaurant. So there's Fredbear's and Friends, and some people question Fredbear's Family Diner. Well, in Fredbear's Family Diner, that includes Spring Bonnie, Fredbear, and Spring Foxy. So we're gonna talk about that theory later. So we're talking about specifically Fredbear's and Friends, which is Spring Bonnie and Fredbear. Everything was all fine and dandy. Then something horrible happened. It was Michael Afton's birthday. He didn't really like the animatronics. As we all know, he doesn't really like them. It's just not his type of thing, you know? So then, one day on his birthday, he was forced to go to Fredbear's and Friends since his father was working, and at this time I think no, it wasn't. It took a little while longer. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria was just now being built. Don't forget, guys, this is just my theory. and I didn't copy off of no one else's, but I'm going off of the game theory's timeline. So basically, it was a normal day, but don't forget about Michael's older brother, which I forgot the name of. I ain't gonna lie, I did. This is my first theory video. Next time I'm probably gonna create a slideshow, stuff like that. I'm willing to go that far. So basically what happened was they were partying, having fun. And then the brother, this bully of a brother, came up and said, grabbed all his friends, wearing a Foxy mask, a Freddy mask, a Bonnie mask, and a chicken mask. Now, his brother didn't really know what was gonna happen. He didn't know that his brother was having nightmares of these things. He had no clue. He had no clue that he was getting scared each night, not able to sleep of those things. He didn't know the dangers of Fredbear. He didn't. He didn't know that those animatronic jaws can kill a man. So one day, he was there, and this is how the bite of 82 happened. So, it was just a normal, ordinary day. You know, at this child's birthday, he was not really happy because he didn't really like the place, you know? So his brother decided on his birthday to make it even worse by making him die. By making him no longer live. But he didn't know that his brother would die that day. So what happened was, he picked up his brother wearing a Foxy mask, and his friends wearing, one wearing a Freddy, one wearing a Bonnie, and one wearing a Chica. He picked Michael Afton up, and he brung him to Fredbear. Michael screaming his little heart out. William not there to help him. He simply picked up Michael Afton and shoved him inside of Fredbear's head. Or not really shoved him, but put his head inside. Put his whole frontal lobe inside of Fredbear's mouth. Now they didn't know that Fredbear bit down to really make it seem realistic and talk. He wasn't like the new animatronics that were soon to be built in 1987. A couple of years after, those ones didn't really bite down that hard, programmed that way. Enough to hurt a man, but not enough to bite off someone's head, not enough to take off someone's finger. Except for Foxy, he had sharp teeth, so he could not. He could, of course, kill someone. But back to it. Fredbear was there, talking to the children. But Fredbear was Fredbear, he couldn't control himself. And there was no human in there at the time. These robots were not just robots. They were somewhat efficient for their time. These were wearable robots. In order to wear the robot, you had to take out the endoskeleton, put on the robot, entertain the kids while being careful by making sure not to bleed out, not to breathe heavily, not to get wet. So, Fredbear was there, and they shoved his whole frontal lobe inside of Fredbear's mouth. And they forgot that Fredbear bites. He's a bear, and that once he's an old robot, so he clamps down hard and heavy just to make it seem realistic enough. So he was talking, and then it happened. Clink. All you heard was a sound of a crashing skull and noise of a robot shutting its mouth, and a noise of a body hitting the floor. And then next thing you know, you hear people screaming, people running. And then Fredbear and Spring Bonnie shut down, with Fredbear's jaw broken and Spring Bonnie just a dead suit. So there's Spring Bonnie, and then there's Fredbear. They're just doing their thing. They're dead. They're done. Fredbear with a broken jaw. Spring Bonnie, perfectly fine, but shut down. Mike was there without a frontal lobe, slowly losing his life. His brother there crying. His friends there crying, knowing that it was all their fault. Once Afton hears the screaming, Afton came running out, and he found out the truth. He was furious. So on the first night of FNAF 4, that was just him having normal nightmares, until you look back and you see the little hospital thing. So once that appears, that's when you know Michael was in the hospital. And we have proof. Well, I don't have proof, but there's proof that he went to a hospital. The doctor said that he wasn't gonna make it. So then he died. Beep. 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 That's all you could hear. His brother, devastated knowing that his brother's blood was on his hands. His father, sad and depressed and mad all at the same time. He was mad for what his brother had done, for what Michael's brother had done to him. And he was mad. And he was sad because he had just lost his son. And then that was his last ever nightmare. Being killed. But that doesn't end there. FNAF 1 or Freddy's Pizzeria was built. But in between there was even worse. But before, as you could tell, whenever the robot is, or whenever the bear is talking to Michael, you notice that the speech is different than white to yellow. And that's what we like to call, as theorists, we like to call as purple guy, or William talking to Michael before he dies, saying, "I will put you back together." And what he does is he brings him back to life like no other man. He does exactly what Henry did to Charlie. The exact same. A couple of years later, in between there before Fredbear's Family Diner was built. Or not Fredbear's, I'm sorry guys. My mind's jumbled up, I got a lot of thoughts in my head. Before Freddy's was built, there was one more restaurant right after Fredbear's. And that was Baby's Auditorium. Now, all William's daughter wanted to do was meet Baby. One day she did, and she was killed. Baby went to go give her ice cream, and she got scooped. Just like you did, but as an animatronic. So, then back to Fredbear's. Fredbear's got shut down. William's son dead. William's oldest son still alive. Then there's William's daughter dead. William was devastated that he had a robot for his son. And then he was just ashamed. So that's when he thought that Henry had planned for this. That it was all Henry's fault. His daughter died. So he returned the favor in killing Charlie. That is exactly how it happened. Now, that is the theory of Fredbear's and Fredbear's Family Diner. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't mind the dogs barking in the back. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It was a bit depressing, but oh well. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and bye guys. Boop.